Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are doing an eye makeup tutorial, so do well to hit the subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to share, comment and share your thoughts on the comment section. I'm reading all of them. So let's go straight into the video. So I'm starting off by priming my eye using Pond's Lasting Oil Primer. Since I produce much oil in my eyebrow area, so I usually prime. Now I'm using a spoolie to comb out my eyebrow. So for lining my brows, I'm using Davis number 18 eye pencil, and I start off by drawing the outline of the brow. So I advise you follow the shape of your brow to draw this. And I don't think anyone can achieve like the same type of brow every time you draw. I don't think it's possible. What do you think? So now I'm filling in from my inner corner coming out to my outer corner, and when I reach the outer corner I use a light stroke and I draw a hair-like structures there. I'm now combing the front of the brow, that's the outer corner, with my spoolie. So I'm cleaning my lower brow with Ijele Pro Concealer in the shade Almond. And I'm using a flat brush to do this. So guys, our advice, you should use a minimal product. Do not use too much so that it won't cause problem, so that you will have ease in controlling it. I'm now blending it out with my middle finger, and to line my upper brow I'm using my foundation, since it will be easier to blend in later. But if you have a concealer that is your skin tone, you can also use the concealer. I'm now blending in also with my middle finger. So I'm always advising beginners, after doing your brow, use the remaining foundation and put in the middle of your this thing and blend it out with your finger. So I'm now using the Ijele Pro Concealer with a damp beauty blender to press it in for my eyeshadow. So my first eyeshadow I'm going in with the Nubian 2 by Juvia'splace. So your eye is divided into the upper lid and the lower lid, and that's your crease area. You have your inner corner, that's your outer corner, your inner corner and the middle eye. So I'm placing my first eyeshadow, which should be matte. For transition colors, guys, I emphasize it should be matte. I'm placing it in the outer corner and drag it in towards my inner corner. So my second transition color is an orange, still from that same palette. I'm using it to blend any harsh lines. I'm blending it all out. You see, I'm taking my time. I'm blending it all out. So to cut my crease for beginner, I would say you should place the concealer in your middle eye, blink, then you trace it from there down to where your eye joins. I think that's the best way in drawing your crease. So guys, and you should use minimal product in this step. You should not pack too much concealer. Guys, see, look at how it's coming out. You draw the outline first as a beginner before you start filling it in. But if you're a pro, you know how it's done. So the first eyeshadow I'm going in for my crease area is this V palette, Ijele by V Beauty. So you guys know me, I'm a sucker for bright colors in my inner corners. So I'm going in first with that gold shade, which it wasn't coming out as much as I could want. So I flip my brush, take the back of the brush and go in with my second shade. It was not coming out, so I had to wet the brush. So see, it's now coming out well. And while applying, do a dabbing motion, tap tap tap. So I went in with a silver color since I wasn't feeling the vibe of that gold. So I went back in with my first transition color to brush any harsh lines. So guys, I'm using a gel liner, and where your upper brow meets your lower brow, you should draw a line up, then you join it with your eyelid. That's the best way to draw your eyeliner as a beginner. And I'm trying to tight line. I'm trying to, the area demarcating my brow from the other side, I'm trying to fill it in. So while I'm waiting for my lash glue to settle in, I go in with my moisturizer. Guys, I can't overemphasize the importance of moisturizer. So after that, while I let it settle, I go in with my Pond's Lasting Oil Primer. Since I produce oil very much, I use this. But if you don't produce oil that much, you should use hydrating primer. For my foundation today, I'm going in with Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade Coconut. And I'm using a wet beauty blender to apply it. And I'm using a bouncy motion, a dabbing motion. So I dab dab dab, or in other words, I bounce bounce bounce, so that I will get the best results. So to conceal, I'm using the LA Pro Conceal, the one I used before. I'm concealing my under eye, then I highlight my nose, my cheeks, and my forehead, still with that Pro Conceal. And as a beginner, you should use minimal product. Don't use too much. Don't be like me. I think I used too much concealer in this video. So to blend in, I would advise you should use a damn beauty blender. I think a beauty blender blends in more your concealer than a brush could. So you use a beauty blender to dab it all in, and don't drag it all over the face, because you don't want your face to look wider. Just dab it in where you apply. So to set, I'm using this Avour Professional Powder Palette, and I'm using that shade to set all my highlighted parts. So I dab in my beauty blender, blow out the excess, then dab it in all my highlighted areas. That is how I set. I don't bake. So to contour, I'm going in with my brush, using that shade. I dab out the excess, then I use a circular motion to apply. By doing this, you avoid having any harsh lines. It will just blend in seamlessly. You should use a circular motion to apply your contour. And I'm contouring my hairline too. But if you are the person that has a big forehead, you should bring your contour closer to your forehead so that it will reduce it. So to contour my nose, I'm using a smaller brush, and I'm starting underneath my eyebrow. When I put it in, I dab out the excess, I tap out the excess. Then when I draw the line, I blend it in downward. Blending it downward is the best, guys. I'm setting the whole of my face with my setting powder, including my neck too. So your eyes, you have your waterline and your lower brow for your under eye. So I'm not using this gel liner, the one I used before, to apply on my waterline. You can use your hand to drag it out and apply. For me, I just like applying it like that. And guys, remember that time that sometimes you use a gel liner, it will be very pepperish. These days it's not that anymore, so it can still enter your eye, it won't be peppery. So to smoke out my under eye with that first transition shade, I use a smaller brush to apply on my under eye. I'm now setting my entire face with the classic mist and fix setting spray. After that, I use my damn beauty blender to dab it all in. But you can actually leave it to dry up if you want, but me, I like dabbing it in my beauty blender. So to my most important part, to highlight, so I'm using that small brush and I tap it on the tip of my nose, blend it out, and the bridge of my nose. You see I'm not dragging it all the way in, the tip and the bridge, and I blend it out. And for my cheeks too, guys, blend. So I'm not using my setting powder again, the remaining one in that brush. I'm not picking any one again to do everything so that it will mix together. Then I'm going in with this classic purple lippy. It wasn't giving me what I want, so I went in with Tara Beauty so that my lips will pop. So guys, this is the final look. Hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section, and if you have any ideas for me, just state it in the comment section. Till the next video, bye guys.